Hey, everybody, how's it going? Um, I have like 2 gigabytes left, and my new byte starts tomorrow. So I want to use them up. But I have been um, right now. Hi, Kristen Chandler Vlogs. I'm going to say your name's Kristen. Um, the book I'm reading right now, A Lantern in Her Hand. Hey, Trip and Falls. I love that name, by the way, because that sounds like me. I'm the only person I know who can fall upstairs. But hey, Melissa, how's it going? Hi, Sonia. Cherry, how's it going, sweetheart? Kristen, Cindy. Okay, so let's start talking here. Hi, Lou. Um, okay, let's just wait and see if anybody else comes in because I don't want to start, with whatever. Please, folks, look at the bags under my eyes. I'm really tired. Um, oh, thank you, Rhonda. Thank you. Hello. I have a question I want some input with. I'm going to say, please, just in case there are minors here, please, let's, keep it PG because there are a lot of children who actually listen to the Little House on the Prairie books. Okay. Now, there are approximately 15 chapters left in this book. And I was thinking, hi. Thank you, Cindy. Hi, Moonchild. East Texas. Hello, East Texas. So anyway, there's approximately 15 chapters left. And if I really, really try, I might be able to get them done before December 1st. Because what I'm thinking is, what if between December 1st, hi, Mississippi Mint. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, Sandy. Old fashioned life. Hi, Dawn. Sonia. Grandpa Paul, how's it going? From Lower Tennessee. So listen, I have to be careful about the books I read. They have to be within, the copyright thing, right? So I was thinking, if I get this done before December 1st, what if I read Dickens' A Christmas Carol from the 1st to the 24th? What do you think? I'm just putting it out there because it's really not, it's really not that long of a book. Maybe it is. And I'm probably biting off more than I can chew. But, okay. Love it. Absolutely love it. Yes. Okay. All right. We are going to live. You live for my audiobooks. I thought you were going to ask me to read it live. I was going to say, oh no, I make way too many mistakes to actually read live. So that's what I wanted to know. That's what I came here for. I'm really kind of where is it at now? I just finished editing chapter 20. What this means I'm going to have to try and read like 5 chapters and get get them edited over 5 days and uploaded, because it's going to be like a chapter a day. It's going to be bang, 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 bang from this point to Christmas. And I figure on my Our Half Acre Homestead channel, I have enough Christmas content videos that, this channel could use a little Christmas love. You know what I mean? Okay. So everybody agrees? What else was I going to tell you? Yes, chapter 20 is uploading, or will be uploaded for tomorrow. And tomorrow I will sit and, well, tomorrow's Friday. I'm supposed to go shopping, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to send Papa with a list because I'm not doing any more big major shopping. I am exhausted. We did 6 turkeys and 2 roosters on the weekend, and I just finished editing all the video for that. Oh, there you go. Still waiting on a long snowy weekend to listen to it. Which one is that? Do I like to knit or crochet? I used to. But the rheumatoid arthritis in my hands, and now I'm running 3 channels. And I know it sounds glamorous, but it's really, all work and no play makes Bev a dull girl. You know what I mean? I'm really working. It's like I'm working my hind end off. I'm losing weight. I'm working so hard. So anyway, Lou, you say your grandchildren listen to the Little House and the audios with you. You know what I do is every couple of days, I will go to the Beverly Wolfe Facebook page, and I will upload the links for the playlists, for an entire playlist. And all you have to do is put it on loop. And I guarantee you, on those days when the weather is too crappy for the kids to go out over the holidays, they will listen to it. They will listen to it. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool, Cherry. Oh, the one I'm reading now. Oh, yeah. It's a very emotional book for me because I can relate. Just like A Tree Grows in Brooklyn. I got to tell you. Okay, here, you got time for this? A little story here. When I was a little girl, we lived in pretty much an industrial area of Toronto. I mean, I could see the Colgate-Palmolive factory sign from my front veranda. And I know I'm going to be sewing on that too. That's going to take up a lot of videos for our half-acre homestead, is going to be that quilt, because oh, well, thank you, Cindy. I wasn't fishing for compliments. I really don't care how I look, as long as I look healthy and the weight keeps coming off. If the weight keeps coming off, then I'm going to get all my floppy bits cut off. Yes. And I'll have my boobs turned into fried eggs. Oh, I'm sorry, forgot. I was PG. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, there's going to be a lot of video work from my sewing the quilt. And when I was a little girl, we lived in an industrial area of Toronto. If anybody, I don't know if anybody, how well anybody knows Toronto, but I lived in the Pape and Queen area. And I mean, we were 2 streets from Front Street, like 2 blocks from Front Street, and I could see Colgate-Palmolive, the sign, from our veranda. I'll never forget when Colgate-Palmolive caught fire. It was everybody in the street was out on the verandas looking. Anyway, when I was a kid, little pop bottles were glass, and you returned them for a deposit. And my cousin Mary Jane and I, if she was here, she's probably sleeping. Whenever she came to visit, we would go pop bottle hunting in the field. Do you know what the field was? A vacant lot that had 6-foot, a vacant lot that had 6-foot chain link fences and grass. And we called that the field, because when you're living that area of Toronto, that much space is like a football field to you, right? But we weren't supposed to play in there because, there's broken flower pots. As a matter of fact, I had to go to the hospital because I cut open my heel on a broken terracotta flower pot in that field because I never wore shoes. Anyway, my cousin and I would collect pop bottles We'd go, all through the laneways and alleyways and all that stuff, and we'd collect pop bottles, and we'd have what we called jelly bean picnics. We'd go to the corner store, and we'd go through all the penny candies, and we'd get a little paper bag each and all that stuff. So once I realized that there was money to be made, okay, I went to one day. I had some money. My dad had given us money to buy Christmas presents. I think we got like $5 each, and that was a lot of money. Okay, I'm not kidding. Back then, and I'm dating myself here, but chocolate bars were a dime, and they're over $1 most of the time now. Okay. Anyway, I went to this secondhand store looking for Christmas presents, right? And the store owner, I bought something, and I asked him for a bag, and he goes, well, he said, I'll tell you what, I'll give you a bag, but if you bring me clean, folded, brown paper grocery bags, I will give you 2 cents a bag. That's like pop bottles, and they weighed a whole lot lighter, and nobody on my street kept some people would keep the occasional one. So my family lived on half the street, right? Like I had my Aunt Josie, my Uncle Joe, my Aunt Diana, my Uncle Jim, and then there was us, and then later on, my cousin Linda moved in next door to us. I mean, our street was like, who needed outside entertainment? Because we had like half our family lived on our street, and a lot more of the family lived on, ricocheting streets out from that. So I went to my Aunt Josie's, and I went to my Aunt Diane's and all that stuff. And I said, could you save me your paper grocery bags? And they said, sure. They never bothered to ask me why. So here I had a little side business going on, and I would collect all the clean brown paper bags. And I had a toy iron. I'm not kidding. It was this big if you looked at the flat side, and it worked. Toys when I was a kid worked. Ovens worked. Ironing boards worked. Toys like that worked. Anyway, I ironed out all these paper bags and made sure none of them were ripped or had grease stains or anything on them. And come Saturday, every Saturday for a year, for an entire, well, not a year, but every Saturday from like as soon as the weather cleaned up to, the end of summer, I was making like, 25 cents, 26 cents a week. That was a crap load of money. You could buy a bag of barbecue chips and a bottle of Coke with a quarter. So when that made me think of Francie, I saw the movie A Tree Grows in Brooklyn when I was a kid, the old black and white one. And, but until I read the book, I didn't understand half of most of the story was missed in the movie. I mean, they got the highlight points and all that stuff, but the book, my God, I could almost recite it, because it reminded me of me. There you go. Anyway, are you kidding? You must have heard me, Trip and Falls, you must have heard me talk about the CN Tower before, because I watched the CN Tower being built from my 5th grade classroom window. And it was kind of part of our curriculum to watch it, how far it went from week to week. So yeah, that was, what was that, 1975? Probably, somewhere around there, yeah. No, I didn't have an easy bake oven. I had a Sizzy homemaker. That was that was mine. I do enjoy your reading. Nice to relax to in my evening. Thank you. You know what? Thank you guys for listening. It started with Noreen from Noreen's Kitchen and I reading 1984, and me realizing that, maybe, I didn't want to put books on my Our Half Acre Homestead channel, because that thing's like overloaded with, it's just flooded with video. So I had to make its own channel for that. Could you? Yes. Anyway, yeah, my Susie Homemaker, and my mom was really cool. That's how old I was when I was like 7. I remember mom taking Hamburger out to thaw for, oh, wow, there's a memory. Wow. I remember my mom taking Hamburger out to thaw for meatloaf that night. Do you remember that movie, A Christmas Story, and the kid seems to eat meatloaf and mashed potatoes every night? Well, when I was a kid, that's what it felt like. Meatloaf and mashed potatoes every day. Anyway, that's what it felt like anyway. But I remember, running out of cake mixes, right? And I saw the hamburger on the counter, and I said, "Mom, could I make Bobby a hamburger?" My brother Bob, because back then I didn't eat a lot. I was this scrawny little twig of a kid running around until puberty. But anyway, I said, "Mom, can I make Bobby a hamburger in my Easy Bake Oven or in my Susie Homemaker?" And she said, "Sure." And because as far as Mom was concerned, that was a good thing to learn. So I made a little hamburger patty, and I molded it into my little cake pan, and I salt and peppered it, and I cooked it. A cook was born. I mean, not a cook, but a homemaker was born. My mom knew it. She knew it. Anyway, I'm going to say goodnight. God bless. It is 8:41, which means it's 20 minutes past my bedtime, because I like to go to bed at 8:30. And guess what I do? I read. But sometime down the line, if anybody wants me to read, like I'm after the holidays, I'm going to take a break if I know how. And I'll probably start off the new year with maybe Little Women or something. But let me know if anybody's interested later on down the line in any of the Jane Austen books or anything of a little more elevated, literary taste, because you never know. I don't know until I ask, right? Listen to you read as I sew. Would it be possible for you to read the Caroline Years or the Grandma Attic series? That I can't, Brittany. I can't, for one reason. Those I think those were written after the Little House on the Prairie books. And they may not be within my copyright privileges to read. I will look into it though, okay? But I don't have them on hand. Okay, yeah, Little Women, it was a toss-up between Little Women and Anne of Green Gables, but eventually they're all going to get read, as long as I have time and the eyesight for it. This is Bev from Reading with Beverly Wolfe saying thank you for joining me on my channel's first very live feed, and thanks for the input. All right, take care. I love you guys. Sleep well tonight. Mwah. And don't forget, chapter 20 is tomorrow. All right. Good night. God bless.